Ciao!
Ciao! Mi senti?
Io sì.
Perfetto. E allora ci siamo. Come va?
Ah, qua va molto bene. Ed è lì da voi?
E qui ormai è notte, buio, fa freddo.
Ah, beh, certo. Ma è a Torino lei?
Sì, sono a Torino.
Ah, no, io sono a Parma.
Ah, lei è a Parma, ma ci diamo del tu.
Ah, speriamo, va bene, volentieri. Volentieri, volentieri.
Non so chi mi parla però.
Io sono Francesca, come aspetta che ho il video spento, sono Francesca Morbioli.
Ah, ciao Francesca, eccoti qua.
Eccoci qua. Speriamo di vederci in tanti allora.
Adesso vediamo. Sabrina, ci sei? Devi mettere il... Chi è che fa la regia? Boh. Arianna, direi.
Beh, dovrebbe sì.
Computer audio. Pronto?
Eccoti. Ciao.
Adesso vi sento finalmente.
Bene.
Perfetto, benissimo. Good afternoon to everyone. Good evening to everyone. Buonasera, buon pomeriggio.
Ciao, ciao Arianna, tutto bene?
Benissimo Francesca, bellissimo avervi con voi dall'Italia. Nice to have you here from Italy. And let me just also share my screen, just a second.
So do you hear me and do you see me?
Yes.
I watched it.
So we are in double camera. We have another one from the other side. So if you try to follow Sabrina Lallai, you will see both.
Great. Great. I also put some music.
Yes, if you want to play some music, you can.
While we wait another 7 minutes before we start our event.
Ok.
Ciao Arianna, Anna, ciao.
Ciao Anna! Nice to have you here. Bello avervi qui con noi dall'Italia. Ciao Anna!
La prima, non ci sono ancora i congiunti?
Arriveranno. So we have so many people also joining us from Italy, not only from Vancouver, which is nice. Abbiamo persone sia dall'Italia che da Vancouver che dal resto del Canada e dal Nord America.
Ciao Ari!
Saluti a tutti, buongiorno.
Mi senti?
Sì, sentiamo.
Sono Arianna, mamma, ciao! Sono
Saluti.
Silvana.
Però adesso chiudete l'audio, per favore. Dobbiamo mettere adesso voglio mettere la musica.
Ciao!
Silenzio.
Silvana, chiudi l'audio.
Sorry, here. Let me just get share sound.
Tu vedi anche lì Sabrina, no? No, perché non ha doppia connessione da...
We just wait a couple of minutes more, 5 minutes, so that everyone can access the event before we start our event. I say hello to everyone at the moment here. We just aspettiamo ancora qualche minuto, 5 minuti, 4 minuti per iniziare il nostro evento insieme alle 12, che corrispondono alle 9 di sera italiane. So we start at 12 p.m., which correspond to 9 p.m. And we have here with us Claudia, Chef Claudia Fraschini, connected from Turin, from her cooking factory in Turin, in the Piedmont region. Claudia and Sabrina, you are now co-hosting the event, so that you won't need my help.
Great.
So we have people joining us from Northern America, from Italy, even from Australia.
Great.
Benissimo. Buongiorno a tutti, ciao.
We just wait a couple of minutes more. Hello, Silvia Giabado, here he is with us. Silvia, she is the school coordinator of the Dante Italian Language School. We are happy to have you here tonight. Actually, this afternoon for us in Vancouver.
It's an honor to be here, and it's an opportunity to meet and to know these people.
We can't hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
I have everything on my computer.
It's the music. I just switch off the music now.
Okay. So everybody, thank you for being here. And it's a pleasure to meet you all. I think I know many of you guys, and I have the pleasure of meeting some of you for the first time. I am Silvia, as Arianna introduced me, the coordinator of the Dante Italian Language School. And I am very pleased with Arianna, who is working for the Dante, la Società Dante Alighieri, the Dante Alighieri Society in BC, who organizes these events in such a great way, and in such a beautiful, great, and a positive way. I thank Claudia Fraschini, the chef, who is our guest and host at the same time, I think, tonight and today. So thank you for being here, and thank you for having me, Arianna and Claudia.
Yes, sure. And before we start our event, please, you can have your video on if you want to have your video on. Just mute yourselves, just so that when Claudia presents her recipes, no one has to talk on her. But you are welcome to have your video on. So I will repeat also this information in Italian. Per voi che siete in Italia, siete invitati a tenere il video acceso, quindi se volete tenere il video acceso, ma a tenere spento l'audio, perché in questo modo le vostre parole non si sovrappongono a quelle della presentatrice, della chef Claudia. Now it's 12 p.m., ora sono le 12, and we can start our event. So my name is Arianna Dagnino, and I am the Cultural Events Coordinator of the Dante Alighieri Society of BC. Quindi, good afternoon, buon pomeriggio a tutti. On behalf of the Dante Society, I welcome you all to the launch of Blessed or Damned, the Divine Comedy is Served, Beata o Dannata, La Divina Commedia servita, the book of recipes created by Italian chef and photographer Claudia Fraschini.
Thank you.
And just a second, I want to change my my slide. Before we start, let me just spend a few words about the Dante Alighieri Society, a non-profit organization whose mission is the promotion of Italian language and culture. We offer online courses in Italian language through the Dante Alighieri, Italian language school at all levels and on Zoom. We also offer cultural events in different formats, webinars, talks, workshops, and you are welcome to support us either by becoming a member or by making a donation. And now, without further ado, let me introduce you to Chef Claudia Fraschini.
Hi, everybody. I'm very pleased
Chef
to have you.
Claudia is an artist of taste who wisely mixes her three passions, cooking, photography, and travel, as basic ingredients of her recipes for life. She has almost 30 years of experience in the field of catering and teaching cooking classes through her cooking factory. So join me in welcoming Chef Claudia and her colleague, Chef Andrea Lavacca, among us in Vancouver.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very excited to have you all here in my cooking factory, just to share with you the book we wrote this summer in a very, very difficult period, you know. COVID-19-20 is a very, made this year very, very hard. And our future should be still hard. But the way we took this book was, I'm sorry if my English is not perfect, okay? So help me if I made some mistakes. So we started writing this book because we were very, very down with the COVID 2020. And we were trying to find out a way that meant to us a newborn, okay? We were living into a hell, okay? We get in March, we fall down into the hell, and we start everything at work. So we stop any activity, and we didn't have nothing to do, only stay home and stay closed. So we made out our mind trying to find a new idea to go back to working anyway. So we thought that 2021 should be the anniversary of the death of Dante. So we thought about the Divina Commedia. And you see, I'm a long story with the Divina Commedia, because as anybody, we have studied at school, but I had a grandmother, the mother of my father, that in the last year of her life, she gets sick. And the only things that she remembered was Divina Commedia. So she started talking about Divina Commedia from the morning to the evening, all day long, 20, 40 times a day. She starts talking to me about the Divina Commedia. Nel mezzo del cammin di nostra vita mi ritrovai per una selva oscura che la diritta via si era smarrita. So it was a very emotional link to this book. And but we didn't have the culture about talking about Dante Alighieri in the deepest way, you know. So we tried to find out a very joyful way to talk about the Divina Commedia. So we tried to find some recipes that should be linked to all the circle of the Divina Commedia through the hell, purgatory, and paradise. So we tried to find a very comic link to the recipes and the circle. And I love a lot to make photos. So I'm a photographer, but I'm a sort of photographer because I used to make photos by myself. I didn't have go to school in photography technical, but I used to take picture in the same way I used to cook. So I just use my passion, my vision, and my emotion, okay? So we try to put everything together, photos, food, and history, okay? So this is the way this book was born. And I'm so pleased to be here and present to you our work and show you two recipes for tonight, because we choose two recipes just to make a show cooking for you and let you understand the way we cook. You see, Italy is well known all around the world just for his gastronomical culture and tradition. For us, for Italian people, the food is not only a matter of just eat and feed ourselves. It's a different way of life, okay? I understand the way I cook in the same way the way I live. And every time I make a session of school cooking, I used to introduce this theme. Love, energy, and passion are the secret of Italian culture and Italian gastronomy, okay? The way we used to cook is the way the grandmother and the mother used to feed the son in the family with love and with energy and with passion. We are just quite losing these values already, because, you know, all around the world, the fast food is taking the room and substitute the ancient way to cook to the new way, very speedy way to stay seated at the table and to go through the meal. But the meal in Italy is a very, very important moment, because all the people that stay together share something. They share the food, they share the emotion, they share the love. And at the end of the lunch or the dinner, they used to be fitted in their soul, okay? So if you don't understand something, please stop me and ask me what you don't understand, okay? Do you have any question for me?
Not yet, non ancora.
So, this school was born 5 years ago at the end of my work life, okay? It was a project that means to me a new world, okay? I stopped living in the old way, and I enjoy living in the new way with a cooking factory. So this is a project that means to me start again and live again, okay, in a different way. So I put everything I know inside here, and we start making so many things around the food world. That means school, lessons, team building, presentation, events, and whatever you want to think about food, and it is involved with food, okay? So with me, we have Andrea and we have Sabrina. This is my team. We are 3 from the beginning, and we are still 3 now, because the heart of this place is made not only by me, but is a heart of 3 people that share my dream and became a project. So I'm not successful in a dream. I'm successful in a project, because a dream is just an idea. A project is that dream that is fulfilled with particular details and any work. Okay, so I'm very, very pleased to be here and tell you my story. So if you want, we can start with a cooking lesson. Okay, so we start with, we have two recipes. One is from the paradise, and this is dessert. That is drooling albicocche and apricots with, I take the paper because I can make some mistake. Cognac apricots filled with hazelnut, bitter chocolates, and a full field of wrapped with puff pastry. Okay, it's a very, very easy recipes. that is linked to the circle in the heaven with the loving soul. So we are talking about loving people, okay? So this is why we have chosen these recipes. We take the apricots that are already put in the cognac, okay? I make a solution of cognac, water, and sugar in the same pot. So I take some apricots that are dried. So they are in this way, I show you. Okay, just this one. I show you here. Okay, you see? Or here. Just the dried one. Choose always the clear one, not the brown one. Okay, because the clear one, maybe here come from France or Morocco, but they are very, very flavored and very, very sweet. The darkest one are not so good because they took a lot of sun and they are burned. So they lost all the flower of the apricots, okay? So it's important that you go around and choose the clear apricots, okay? Already dried, soft and gummy, okay? In this way. I take these apricots and I put in a can with half water, half cognac, and 3/4. Sorry, it was here. So, you see, I put here 3 spoons of sugar, apricots, star anise, and cognac and water, and that's it. And I close and I put in the darker place, and you stay there 1 week. After 1 week, you can eat it, but it would be so better time after time. So this is the best idea for making presents by yourself. So you can make this can a present for anybody in winter time, for Christmas time, for whatever you want, okay? They are good in this way without cooking, okay? They are very, very, very special. But with this, that we can take, I'll show you one. You take these apricots. I go to the other camera. If you want to go look for Sabrina Lalai, you will show the details, okay? If you want to put me on Sabrina Lalai on the video, you cut the apricot in two, and you see we have a fresh apricot. Do you see it? You see it?
Yes, we see.
Yes? Okay. So we have 2 halves. This means to me 2 halves of 2 people, okay? That stay together, and they will be linked with they will fill it with chocolate, ladyfingers, and nuts that comes from Piemonte, and they will link together with puff pastry. This, you see, is a metaphoric link of loving people. See? Okay. So, Andrea, that is nearby me. Okay. Start with cutting the apricots. So, it's anybody has ingredients to make the recipe with me? No. No? Sabrina? C'è qualcuno che ha le ricette, che ha gli ingredienti? Scorri e vedi un po'. Ok. Yeah, good. While Andrea cuts the apricots, I prepare the filling. So I took some biscuits that are ladyfingers, some chocolate. I'm not following the dose of the ingredients because we are making a little portion, okay? So we add also the nuts. They are already grated, okay? We put some sugar, not too much because we have already the biscuits that are sweet. And we put also a piece of butter. Okay, then we start mixing everything. Okay, when everything is very softly grated, we add an egg just to make the glow and stay everything together while we go into the oven. If the eggs, you see, because I'm not following the doughs, it's a little bit too soft. So I need it stronger. So I add 2 more biscuits because the egg was too big. And finished to make my job. Ma non riesci a far vedere la telecamera di là? Okay. Okay. Perfect. So you see, it's soft and it's creamy, but it's strong. Now we put everything in a sakaposh. If you don't have the sakaposh, you can do it with a spoon, with a little spoon, okay?
Perhaps you could explain that a sakaposh is in French? And
Yes, but it's not only there, it's a pastry pocket. You see, it's this one. Normally you have in tissue or in a reusable material. This is just the way we use and throw it away, okay? Ready to use and throw away, okay? It's just for hygienical question that we take this one. Now, we cut the top of the sakaposh. We take the apricot and we are going to fulfill the apricot in this way, okay? Be gentle because it will fluff in the oven. Okay, so this is done. and we cut some string, 1 centimeter. Okay, as you have your strips, okay, you take your apricots and you start ruling the puff pastry in the okay, and you put into the pan that goes into the oven. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands. Andrea will go on. So we start with the dessert just because to have the time to go into the oven and cook it, because otherwise we have to pre-cook before, but you won't see the result at the end. And trust me that you can do it. Okay, there's no secret. There's no different passage that I'm hiding to you. Okay, so when all the apricots are done, you can go into the oven, preheated at 180 degrees centigrade degrees. I don't remember the translation in Fahrenheit if you have Fahrenheit. Then before finishing and going to the oven, you whisk an egg, and you paint just the puff pastry with the head, just to give the gold color to the apricots. Okay, and we go into the oven. So we go and we cook it just 10-12 minutes, okay? And it's done. So do you have any question about this? Are you writing in the chat room the question you have? No more?
So you're welcome to ask questions in the chat on the site. Potete fare domande sulla chat se avete bisogno di fare domande.
Tutto chiarissimo. Dobbiamo solo mangiarcele poi. Non c'è
Just taste them. You have to improve yourself and try to do it, because I can't offer you right now.
Yes.
So I can explain to you the smell that will come out from the oven into a couple of minutes, because the smell starting to come out from the oven, and it should be very sweet, flavored, fruity, and with the center of cognac, and it's very, very good. Trust me, it's good.
Hi, Claudia, I have a question from Mara Zanotto, who asks if you cooked the hazelnuts.
No, I didn't cook the hazelnut, because they are going to be cooked in the oven. So they are normally they are toasted already, but they are regular toasted hazelnut. They are not fresh. So the one you buy normally, they are not fresh hazelnuts, but they are already toasted. Okay. Then they go into the oven and toast again. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I usually buy the raw hazelnut, the one that are not toasted. So can I toast them before and then blend them and then use it in the recipe?
No, you don't need to have the hazelnut you buy. They are raw, but they are dried. They are not fresh. So you see, when the hazelnut are fresh, we intend the hazelnut already pick up from the tree. And they are very, very soft and tender. The one you buy, they are already dried, just a little bit into the oven, but they are not toasted just to burn the oil that is inside the hazelnut. Okay.
Okay.
So normally,
okay.
if you want to improve your flavor of hazelnut, you toast them, okay? Because the heat of the pan or of the oven should cause out the oil and the essence of the nuts. You don't have to do it before because it's going to happen already in the oven.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you don't need to make anything. Just take the nuts as you buy them, the hazelnuts, and
Yes.
use them. Okay.
If they have the skin.
If they have the skin, you have to put them in your hands. Okay.
Okay.
Or if the skin is very, very thick and very, very difficult to lay out, you have to put in the oven just 3-4 minutes, okay? Just to dry the skin, and then you come out and you move it to your hands, you pass it to your hands, and you remove the skin because the skin is very tannic. So if you eat it, it's very, very difficult to
chew it.
Yes, to bite, but it's not a question of bite. It's a question of sensation that you have in your mouth. Okay.
Okay.
It's very, very strong. It's not. It's a little bit bitter. Okay. So you won't like it. I don't like the skin of the nuts, so I used to buy already peeled. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Was the hazelnut flour used or just hazelnuts?
Hazelnuts.
I see. Because the recipe said hazelnut flour.
If you don't find hazelnut, you can use hazelnut flour. But normally, I suggest to use hazelnut because the original flour is better than the chemical one.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Grazie.
Any other?
How long did you marinate the apricots? That was one of the questions.
Oh,
you marinated the
apricots take 1 week to be set. Okay, so you prepare in 5 minutes, then you close it and you put in the fridge or in your darkest part of your kitchen, and you let stay there just for a week. Okay, then they are ready to be eaten. If you want to be faster than this, and you have the vacuum machine, you can put into a pocket and make the vacuum inside. And that way, in that way, it should be ready in 24 hours. Okay? Normally, the vacuum is used to make faster the connection of the flour between the ingredients. Okay, so it's very, very faster, and it's very, very easy to use this system. But normally at home, if you don't have vacuum, it's better that you put into a can and you leave it in one week.
Okay,
it should be okay.
Thank you.
If they stay at the end, when you prepare this kind of apricot, you can eat in 1 year. Okay. Then they rest there and they are always good, okay? Because the alcohol conserves everything.
Yeah.
And also the sugar that is inside. So you don't have to be afraid to lose everything if you prepare just a little bit more than you need, because you will have them always ready at the end of the dinner, just to after coffee, just instead of fresh fruits if you don't have it, or just
like a treat.
Yes.
At the end of your dinner or your meal. That's good. Thank you.
That's an idea. So you can prepare in the same way all kind of dried fruits. So you can. It's a game. You know. I show you these with the apricots, but if you want, you can make with every kind of dried fruits. Okay. So it's very, very amazing because you can add flour as your suggestion. So you can put, I put in these star anise, but another way you can put other spices. You can put lemon, orange, mandarino, skin, just to make some flour, different flour, or add cinnamon, whatever you want, okay? If you take dried apple and you put the cognac and the water and the cannella, the cinnamon, you can have a very, very particular kind of apple for Christmas.
Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you.
You see, I'm a teacher of, I'm very strange kind of teacher because I used to explain the way we used to cook. You know, recipes are not the secrets of a chef. Secrets of a chef is what you can do with whatever you know, okay? So just follow your stomach, that is my brain, and for your love and passion, and everything will be very easy to do it. You have a question?
Yes, I do. I unbelievably made these just now as you were speaking.
Great.
I don't know how it happened, but when I was doing the mixing, I missed what you actually put in the in here. So I wung it, and did you put an egg in there or not?
Yeah, also an egg.
Okay, good. So egg, chocolate, the savoiardi, the butter, salt, chocolate. Am I missing anything?
Yes, it's okay. Great.
Okay.
A piece of butter.
Hazelnut.
Yeah, I got all of that.
You forgot the nuts.
I got the nuts. I did it.
Got them. Okay.
I made hazelnut thing. I roasted them, then I grounded them.
Perfect.
I didn't know about the apricots being marinated, so we're gonna wing it.
It's okay. Okay, the way I used to teach cooking, you can do the recipe what you have inside the house. Okay, you don't have
we did
to
it.
follow my idea. You can change. Okay.
All good. My dad puts grappa. He puts blueberries and cherries under grappa and sugar. That's his little secret.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So put them into the oven. So we will see the result.
Second, how long and for what temperature?
180 degrees centigrade.
Don't know.
Celsius.
And how long?
12-15 minutes.
All right. See you then.
Okay, great. So we can start making gnocchi. So we go on with the gnocchi. So we already baked the potatoes. You know, I ask you for the one who want to make gnocchi with me to bake already the potatoes or cook the potatoes. The potatoes we use for making gnocchi are red potatoes that are yellow, normally regular yellow inside, but the skin is red. Why this? I choose this potato because these potatoes are normally much more dry. Instead, the yellow paste regular or fresh potatoes, new potatoes, okay? So this kind of potato is very, very correct for making gnocchi. If you don't find this kind of potatoes, never mind, it's not a matter, okay? Because you can do whatever with the potatoes you find and should be okay, because I will show a trick for save every kind of gnocchi with any kind of potatoes. Okay, so making gnocchi should be from today until the end of time very, very easy for everyone. Okay, no more soft gnocchi, biggest gnocchi, too hard gnocchi, never more. So I pre-cooked the potatoes. So I put the potatoes into aluminum and I bake them just for 30-35 minutes in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, okay? And when you go into the potatoes with a knife or with a fork, it's soft and tender. When it's soft and tender, it's cooked. So you open it and you remove all the potatoes from the aluminum. And now, what you these. Maybe you have these or you have not these. These are the pressed potatoes. If you don't have it or you don't, it would be everything's okay? Yes.
Yes, we have that.
Everything's okay?
Okay.
So this is the pressed potatoes. If you have it, it should be very easy because you cut the potatoes in this way. Okay, you see, it's cooked inside. It's very, very dry. I'll show you here. No, I don't show you there. So maybe you see it. Okay. So I put.
Всем привет! Меня зовут Влада 4, Глент, Кобяков. И представляете, это мой первый хит!
I'm sorry, someone is getting inside.
What is that?
Someone is hacking us. Someone is inside our, making fun of us, making jokes. I'm sorry about this. I don't know who he is.
Can you unmute?
I don't know who he is because everyone.
I think it's somebody that is entering, you know, without unmute everybody. At least it's easier.
Everyone is muted.
Everybody's muted.
Also me, so unmute me.
Yeah.
Okay. So cut the potatoes in two. And you don't have to peel the potatoes, okay? Because it would be very easy. Potatoes face down. Press.
Я люблю Майнкрафт, я люблю Майнкрафт, я люблю. Я люблю Майнкрафт. Майнкрафт лучше, чем вы все вместе. Майнкрафт.
There is someone here who is doing nasty tricks to us, and
do you want that you close everything?
We don't know. It's a hacker from Russia because they sing in Russian. So, who? Vlad.
Vlad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You can hear me? Okay. So if you don't have the pressed potatoes, you can do in this way. Use a fork and press the potato and smash it down, okay? And you can use your smashed potato already, okay? Never use a mixer, electrical mixer with the iron blade, okay? Because if you use this kind of processor, you will have a glue, okay? Very, very sticky potatoes, and it would be very hard to make a gnocchi, okay? So press with the potatoes with the fork, you see, would be very, very soft, and you go ahead in this way. And you have the potato, I'll show you here, okay? You see it? Okay.
Sì, e lì lo vediamo. We can see it there.
Great. So, if you don't want to, if you have a lot of gnocchi to make, you can use also this. This is just for vegetables, okay? To make the soup. But you can put the potatoes inside without the skin and press them. As you prefer. You can use the system you prefer, okay? You can also use these and make this kind of work, okay? You take the potatoes and you smash it down in this way.
There is a question. Why did you bake the potatoes instead of boiling them?
Because making gnocchi is a question of ruling the water, okay? If we boil the potatoes, normally the potato should add more water inside them. If we bake it, you see, the water inside the potatoes will come out and dry the potatoes. So we will need less flour and no eggs, okay? The original gnocchi is made only by potatoes and flour. Normally you can find so many recipes that should add an egg, but it's not the correct recipe, okay? Because gnocchi is a question of making together, staying together, potatoes with less flour as possible. So less flour, the flour, when we go cooking, sorry, will be very easy to, let's say, everything together, okay? So I'll show you now one thing. Andrea passed one time the potatoes, but I like to have the potatoes very, very soft and tender. So I used to work them just a little bit more, okay? Just to let them get cold. And in this way, gnocchi should be very soft and tender, without any little piece of potato inside, okay? So now the potatoes are dried, okay? But if you want to be sure, you can use potato flakes, okay? Potato flakes is just potatoes already dried and flaked, okay? This is what will happen when we add the potato flakes. The potato flakes will absorb the extra water inside the potatoes and let the dough stay much more dry, okay? So we start working the potatoes with the flakes. We add just a little bit more, just to be sure that tonight we are going to have the right potatoes.
Claudia, Christina is asking if an apostolic measure would be okay to use. A measure? Apostolic measure.
What's a measure?
I don't know exactly what an apostolic measure is. So.
The one that you heat the potatoes.
Measure.
Yes, it should be okay, but you have to work a lot, okay? Until everything is soft. Okay. Now, let's take the potatoes just a few minutes to get them dry. And we start adding the flour, okay? For 1 kilo of potatoes, already cooked and worked, we should add 300 grams of flour, okay? At least. So we work in this way. While we work the dough and the potatoes, the flakes we put inside should be dry. Yes. So they are asking me how much flour for 1 kilo of cooked potatoes you will need to make gnocchi.
Hello.
If there is someone. There is someone who shouldn't be here. Let me just, they keep on hacking us. Let me see if I, пожалуйста, оставьте.
Andiamo avanti, non
Brava
importa.
che parli in russo, brava.
Non
Arianna,
importa. Allora,
complimenti per il tuo russo.
infatti. So
And
how
this
much
is
flour?
something that I learned at school just to make sure they leave us alone.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is.
Teach gnocchi all over the world, still in Russia, okay?
So again, how much the ratio between potatoes and flour?
Potatoes should be 300 grams of flour and 100 grams of potato flakes. But normally, if you try to make them, remember this. Before making gnocchi, when you take the dough in your hands and this is not already wet, it's done, okay? It stayed together and it's soft, it's not wet at all, it's already, okay? But before making all the gnocchi, my suggestion is put some boiling water on a fire, make one gnocco and try it. Because when I was young, I used to, the first things that I started preparing was gnocchi with my grandma, and with my mother. But when I was alone, normally the first time I used to make gnocchi too soft. So I prepare everything, I do all the gnocchi and I cook them, and they then were too soft and they stay all sticky together. So I had to throw everything away. So I learned to make a test. So you make a gnocco in this way, and you put in the boiling water. You ask until it comes up. Change the camera and goes to Sabrina Lalai, please. Tu non riesci a farlo. Sei commosso. Okay, the gnocco, I tried to make it, and you see, is perfect. Okay, so we can prepare them. The gnocchi should be soft, but it should be hard, just enough to get cooked with the cheese. If it's too soft, it will be broken. Okay, so add some more flour if you are not sure, but never add eggs, because if you add eggs, you will add water. So you will need much more flour. So the way we prepare the potato is drying them. Okay, so we put them in the oven and we don't boil them. Then we add potato flakes to extract the extra water that is in the potatoes. So if you add the eggs, it's a glue in the kitchen, okay? So every time we put the eggs, everything stays together, okay? Because the egg will became harder and we take everything together. But if we put the eggs, we will put extra flour, okay? At the end, the gnocchi should be like those you buy already done and prepared in the supermarket, okay? Not so good.
Okay.
So now Andrea is making the gnocchi and I show you how to make the lines. Take a fork. Make lo vedono? Make a little string rolling. Be soft and gentle with your hands. So you have to be very gentle with your hands. Don't press, because you don't have to leave the fingerprints, okay? But you have only to roll the pin in this way, okay? And open your finger just to let the rolling pin be longer and longer okay? If you are afraid that it will stick, put some flour on the table, okay? At this time, you can choose the dimension of the gnocchi you want to do, okay? I normally used to love the small gnocchi. So I used to make a very little rolling, okay? But for the first time, I prefer you to make bigger because it's easier, okay? Then you take the fork, you put on the fork and you roll it, okay?
È possibile farlo con altre farine a parte quella di grano?
Yes, they are asking me if they can do gnocchi with any other kind of flour. Okay, if you have a problem with the gluten, celiac people or allergic people, you can use rice flour. But if you make gnocchi with rice flour, in that case, you have to add the eggs. Because, you know, the flour is different between one and the other. So the effect with the rice flour should be very, very dry because the rice is much more absorbent than the other one. So we have to put some more water and less flakes. Okay, remember these because as you see, when you make risotto, the rice should grow absorbing the water. So it's normal, okay? Cooking is a matter of logical questions, okay? So if you think at the ingredients and what happened regularly in the kitchen, you will easily understand what's going on. So if you add rice flour, you will add an egg because we need extra water to be absorbed by the rice. Okay, so the process is just a little bit different, but you can have them, okay? You can use any other kind of flour, but remember always to add the eggs. Okay? So, in Italy, you can have plain gnocchi without lines or just the regular one.
Claudia, there was also someone who was asking how long do you have to work the dough, this kind of dough with the potato?
Until it stays together, it's soft, and it doesn't have any little piece that move inside and stay out, okay? And everything is dry. So it takes 5 minutes, no more. So making the line to the gnocchi was the game when I was child, to enjoy my grandmother in the kitchen. She makes gnocchi and I rule them. That's why I'm just a little bit quick. You have to be gentle. Don't press too much because you will break the gnocchi. Just try and be very, very quick. You see, the gnocco is done when you have the line outside and you have the all inside. You have the fingerprint in the all of the gnocchi and the line outside. This should be very useful when you go into the cooking pan, and the salts that you choose, that it should be butter and parmesan, tomatoes, or like tonight, fontina, the creamy cheese. And it would be very, very perfect. You see, I didn't put any salt, okay? If you find any recipes that suggest you to put some salt, don't believe them, okay? Never put the salt in any dough, okay? Only for the pizza and bread, you can put the but for pasta, gnocchi, Never put the salt, because salt has hygroscopic qualities. So the salt normally comes out the water from the ingredients, okay? So if you make gnocchi with the salt and you let them stay laying down on the table for 1-2 hours until you're ready to cook them, you will find them sticky and lay down to the cloth that they are using to cook in them, okay? So it should be a tragedy.
Claudia, there is a question. If the gnocco sticks to the fork, is it too watery? Mara asks.
Yes. Just work it just a little bit more, or pass the gnocchi with some flour, okay? Sorry, I show you one thing. When you prepare the gnocchi on the table, remember this, put some flour on them, and then gentle, pass them into the flour in this way, always, so they won't stick together again, okay? And then you take them and you put in the layer. Okay, so you have your gnocchi. So, before cooking the gnocchi, we prepare the cheese. We clean the table. So I don't know if you find which kind of cheese you find in Vancouver, but now we are using Fontina d'Aosta. This is a DOP. That is a very floury cheese, and this is made with the milk of the cow that this summer was high in the high mountains. So they eat flour, herbs, and very, very floured food, okay? Not only regular food that when they are in winter and they are covered in the factory, okay? So we take out, we peel the cheese.
We can find this kind of cheese at some Italian deli here in Vancouver. So there are a few shops that have this kind of product. Yes, if you Google for Italian delis here in Vancouver, you can find them. Bosa, and there are several others. We have a list of them, Cioffi and Puccini delis. We have a list of them.
Renzullo too.
Renzullo, exactly.
And la Grotta del Formaggio on commercial, I think.
Formaggio di Fossa?
No, La Grotta del Formaggio it's a store, it's a deli, it's a food store, grocery store where you find specialty foods and the cheese from
okay.
Europe.
So you see, I'm cutting in small pieces, so it would be very easy to cook with the gnocchi at the end, okay? So we prepare the cheese. If you don't find Fontina, you can use blue cheese as well, okay? Never make a fondue of cheese before, okay? We go direct in the pan and we cook everything in the pan. There's no other work to do, okay? It's very, very easy. So just take the cheese, take some water of the boiling water, you cook the gnocchi, and we go. So we change it. And we go into the pan. Okay. Okay, here we are. So we have the boiling water. This is already salted, okay? So we didn't put the salt in the gnocchi, but we put the salt in the water, like boiling the pasta, okay? It's the same things. So we have the pan. Cooking the gnocchi will take 2 minutes, okay? So we can start making the condiments in the pan. So we take a piece of butter and we add some cold water in this way. Okay? And we start cooking the butter with the water. This why we add the water with the butter, because we need to get an emulsion of the fat of the butter with the water. So we will have a very creamy fat, okay? And not only gravy, okay? So it should be very better. If you make pasta with butter, always start with this. Water and butter. When you have the creamy, you will see it in 2 minutes. You can put the pasta inside it, jump it, and it's done. Because if you cook only the butter, you will have only the grease, okay? So only the fat of the butter. In this way, you will have an emulsion rich in water and less in fat. So you will add less butter than you will need without water. Do you understand me? Okay. So, while
Sorry, there is a question from Christina. What if I can't get those cheeses? What can I substitute them with?
Claudia is muted, I see.
Blue cheese.
Okay.
Blue cheese, tomato, cheddar, if you want to go with other kind of cheese that is not Italian cheese, cheddar cheese should be okay. Okay, gorgonzola, that is softer than blue cheese. And you see?
Questo alla genovese.
You see?
There is also another question. Does this apply to oil as well? When you say about butter, adding butter and water, does it apply to oil?
I'm not so happy. Yeah, when you make the cheesy gnocchi, oil is not so good, okay? Of course. When if you can't use the butter because there's a problem with the lactose, you can use oil, but don't cook them with the cheese, but with the vegetables, tomato sauce, and fish, whatever you want, but not with the cheesy one. Okay, because cheesy wine and oil is not good at all. It's too much, okay? So, as you can see, I don't know if you can see. No, non si vede? Aspetta. You see? It's like a milk, okay? This is a emulsion of water and butter. So I'm ready to go into the water and boiling gnocchi.
I just wanted to tell you that there are also young Canadians who are following you in these recipes, and they're learning a lot, they say.
Great.
It's good that the young generations are here too.
I hope I will help them in improving cooking lesson, okay? Young people, I love to teach to young people because before them, I was a young student in kitchen. I started studying kitchen when I was 16. So I was very, very young. And my teacher, and I can tell you another story from this week, another historical school of cooking school is with us. So my teacher, that today is 86, 85, I don't remember, but she's not correct teaching anymore, as a granddaughter, and she passed to her granddaughter everything, okay? And now she's coming to stay with us, okay? So we put together two schools. the one of my teacher and mine. So the gnocchi are coming up. So I go again on the fire. I put the gnocchi. Take some boiling water. Add the cheese. And let's flow everything, okay?
Also, Claudia, they are saying that it's good that you have such a good help, Chef Andrea with you, helping you there.
Always. He's the best for me. When I cook, I used to make everything so Andrea can clean everything. Okay, so you give the time to the cheese to be creamy. You can add some pepper on it.
It looks delicious, Claudia.
Yes, it is. We have to cook just a little bit more until the water and the cheese make a fondue, okay? Abbiamo preso questa padella che è bastarda.
Sabrina is taking the other angle with the camera so that we have two different points of view in the kitchen.
Yes. Prenditela là. Okay, here we go. So, you see why we call them gulling?
Drooling.
So we go in the dish. And they have to be creamy in this way. So you see, we didn't add any kind of cream, okay? There's only cheese, water, and butter. That's it. Normally, a lot of people make this kind of drooling gnocchi with cream, fresh cream. But if you add the fresh cream, it will be very, very heavy. And in a few minutes, it will stick everything together. Okay, so just use cheese, regular cheese, the one you choose, and the water in which you cook the gnocchi. Okay? Do you have any question? Because the dish is ready. You can have your dinner right now.
Thank you so much, Claudia, for the presentation. Let's see if you have any questions, if there are any questions. I have a question for you about the kind of pans that you use and that we should use, because it's very difficult for us to understand when we cook. What kind of pans should we buy?
Allora, the pan should be chosen by the weight, for instance. Never buy very, very light pan, okay? A light pan means that the metal that is iron, aluminium, or any other kind of metal, is very, very thin. And this is not good for the conduction of the heat, okay? So, first of all, choose by the weight. Then, choose the material, okay? For this kind of pen, we are using a regular unsticky pen, but it's very, very heavy, okay? For other preparation, we choose other kind of materials. Stone, if you have to prepare soup, arrosti, overcooked meat, or beans, everything that should be cooked for a long time, okay? Rame, che si dice
Copper.
Copper, yes, is good for the very, very quick preparation. So it is good for the steak, butter steak, and something that should be cooked in very, very quick time, okay? Because copper is very, very a good transportation of heat, okay? Then you have other kind of materials, that is iron. The pen in iron, I love them very much. This one. Just wait if I find it. La pentola in ferro. I have to find it because the iron pen.
Cast iron, perhaps. The very
Just iron. Sì, iron e ferro.
Yeah, cast iron è la ghisa. La ghisa is the very heavy.
Iron is good for a long preparation. So,
stews.
Everything that should be cooked, low pressure, low temperature for a long time, okay? Because it's take together a lot of heat for a long time.
Okay.
But there's a material different. Come si dice ferro?
Iron. No,
iron is ferro. Iron is ferro.
Io penso che siano le pentole di ghisa che sta parlando.
Yes, I think you are talking about cast iron, and cast iron is ghisa, the very thick, very heavy one.
Yes, this one is not good for the very fast preparation, okay? So it's very heavy and it takes the heat for a long time. Okay?
Yes.
You remember in all the old factories there were the stove, the oven in Giza, okay? That should be prepared for use for the preparation of the food. Okay, so you have to realize what belongs to what. Okay, so what I say, it's another kind of just a bit.
She's talking about a particular iron pan, not cast iron, but iron pan.
Just iron. Okay, you can find a pen made of iron.
Okay.
Okay, these are black. Okay, they are thin but very heavy, and they don't have nothing on the bottom to go on the fire. Okay, they are just regular in this way. This kind of material should not be washed in any way. Okay, just clean with no. Ciao! Happiness!
With the cloth, you just wipe it without washing it in the dishwasher, without washing it in the dishwasher, just wipe it clean.
Yes, just clean it and dry it.
Right, some paper, some cloth.
You will take this and put in the tray in 2 minutes, okay? Cioè, not in the tray, in pattumiera. You will throw it away.
You have to throw it away if you like.
Yes, I didn't make up my mind with this kind of explanation, so I don't have any words in my mind right now.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay.
Yes. But still, Ruth is asking if you have any recommendation for non-toxic, non-stick pen.
You have to read the information about the materials they are made with, okay? Each pen you can buy goes with the description of the material you have to read, to understand. Normally the cost of the pen makes the difference. As higher is the cost, as better is the pen.
Okay, Claudia, we have Susan who has prepared the apricots and she would like to show us what she made. Susan, you're there. You are ready to show us our apricots.
Here it is. Here it is. Ecco. Trovato.
Show us the apricots, Susan.
Oh my God, can you see them?
Let me see, where are you? Okay, let me just put you in the ad pin.
Vancouver, over here.
Okay, show us the apricots.
Here they are.
What do you think, Claudia?
Well done. You should cook just a little bit more, maybe, or you didn't put the eggs on top.
I did. There they are.
You can put more in the oven because they have to be just a little bit gold. Oh, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, just a little bit more gold, like so. Just bake.
I was a little excited, and there was a lot going on, so I threw it in, took it out, made the gnocchi, just about to cook them. Too much, too fast. Did it all.
But you tasted?
They're good. I need to marinate the apricots because I didn't get to do that, but I will next time.
Okay, great.
I'm just drinking the cognac instead, so it's fine. What the hell?
Don't drink too much cognac, please.
Grazie, ciao.
So we also have, Claudia, another question. Mara is asking, I didn't get one thing. At how many degrees should I bake the potatoes for 30-35 minutes?
200 degrees Celsius.
200 degrees Celsius. So here they work in Fahrenheit. So it should be 400 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 400, 380, 400.
Yeah, 380.
Yeah, 380 Fahrenheit.
And
We
depends on your oven.
We also have another question. How can we purchase your cookbook? Eva is asking.
Okay, you can find on Amazon. And maybe we can ask to Barbara Carbone. I guess she's online right now. Try to find her. And she's my distributor of the book. So she, of course, she will know how to tell you and where to go to buy it.
Yes. I would like to also to say that the book is in Italian at the moment, still needs to be translated. So you'd need to buy it in Italian so far. You can find it on Amazon if you Google it. Also at her publishing house, Trenta Editore. You find all the information also on our website if you go there.
Internet site on www.cookingfactory.com.
Yes, I can send it also on the chat. Or perhaps Sabrina, can you do it so that the right address on the chat or the website? Are there any other questions? Would you like to tell us how did you decide to divide your recipes in between, Inferno, Purgatory, and Paradise? What was the way? Which was the way you decided?
It was just a game for us because we just thought about the circle in which we were. And the people that were involved in that kind of circle, and try to figure out which was the best dish that represent them. Okay, you see, this is the loving soul, and the meaning is two parts of the same things that are linked together. So each recipe means something about the people that we are going to represent. So it was a game. We spent a lot of time this summer trying to find the link between recipes that was a traditional recipes or a creative recipes, and try to figure out which was the best meaning of it.
Perfect. Yes.
The best game was in the hell, you know, it was easy. We took the sweet spot for the heaven, because, you know, you will see in the picture that all the picture about the hell are black. Then we have all the picture about the purgatory that are beige gray. And the paradise is fluffy white. So we link everything, and all the picture has two meanings. The first picture of the recipes is that nature of all the ingredients. This means that the creative part of the cooking begins from the morning when you go make the shopping. When you buy the ingredients, they are already a piece of art. So if you arrange them on the table and you look at them like a piece of art, you will enjoy your day in every single part of evolution and procedure of the cooking time. And the second picture is the dish already finished, ready to be eaten. Okay, so you will see the double face of the art and the story of the cooking day. Okay,
I have to remind everyone that you took the pictures of the book. So, and you're a great photographer. So it's not only a great chef, a great cook, but also a great photographer. So if there are no other questions, I really would like to thank everyone for being with us tonight. And I would like to thank Claudia and Andrea for having shown us a piece of, you know, Italian culture through food. So thank you all for being here with us. And this was a light way to enter a new year with Dante and with Claudia and with Andrea and with the Cooking Factory. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If you have any other question, you can write us.
Thank you so much. Bye bye then.
Ciao.
Grazie, ciao a tutti.
Ciao.
Un saluto a tutti, buona serata. Arrivederci.
Ciao Ari.
Grazie, arrivederci.